Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Salute to everybody rocking with us. It's the Union in the building. You know what I'm saying? Your three favorite, man. And today we have the fourth, I guess, rocking with us, my homie Tori. Damn, I'm wild. Salute to you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
I'm here.
What's going on? What's on the plate, fellas? What are we talking about, man?
First off, I'm going to talk about that Black and Mild. I'm hoping it's going to make it through.
All right, here's the kicker, though, right? You see I got one, just in case I got a...
On deck.
My man brought it back up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So, again, thank you to the homie for coming through.
No problem.
And salute to everybody rocking with us. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel as well. Let him know what your channel is.
At DamnImWild on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter, the same place, at DamnImWild.
Yeah. All right, guys. I guess the first thing that we talking about today is the 15 Minutes of Fame interview with Mook, where I forgot the young lady's name that he did an interview with. It wasn't like their traditional. Say it again.
Nikki.
Yeah. Well, he did it with Nikki in what looked like a fucking library or something. He didn't do it. Uncle Rob was there, I guess the one filming, but because I heard his voice, but she was the one interviewing him. And in there, it was kind of awkward, not only just the way he was moving around, but I was a little upset that he felt the need to have to explain every little thing so much. Like, when you put that together with his mannerisms and all the shit that was going on, you know, it was very weird for me. I probably turned it on 2 or 3 times to try to finish it, and I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I want to get you guys' take, but I guess we'll start off with the guests. On there.
I couldn't finish the breakdown, but he was explaining the bars. I think I got halfway through, and it was just too much to process. Like, dude, most of what you are explaining, I think a couple of things I didn't get, but the rest of it, I was like, man, I can't process all this. Mook is just, he's going over the top with it. But I think the problem with Mook now is not battling has caught up to him, dude. It's, you know, when you spend that much time off, the generational gap is so big that he's not used to this trolling era. He's not used to, we want haymakers, we need the gun gestures, we want all that stuff. And Mook is just, in fairness, he's used to the old school where they just battled and whoever had the better bars won, and it's not that anymore. I think he can't process why the fans are acting this way. And a lot of it is hate. I'll say some of it is hate. But for the most part, the fans got you losing. You just need to accept it, dude. I think that's what it comes down to. Just step your game up the next time.
I go a different route with this. I actually love it because I think Mook's trolling us. I think he knows what he's doing. He was promoting this battle for months before, promoting it still to this day. He come on there, he's breaking down every bar, he's playing the hill road. It's hilarious. He knows that he knows he lost in his heart, right? And honestly, there's a lot of people that aren't trolling that think he won, man. And you know, it's close. I think it all goes down to that second round and how you judge the third round. So I don't even understand how people are saying it's crazy if you think Mook won. I disagree. The more I watch it, the more I got Mook doing better. I thought he did good, man, and I love his enthusiasm. I love all these other battlers had 10% of what Mook has, man, battle rap would be lit, be crazy. But you could tell he loves this. He loves. He won't stop talking about it. He's still tweeting out. All the other battles are still on Rare Breeds. Go buy the pay-per-view. Go support it to this day. Who else does that? All the other battles, they don't care. They don't care about nothing. So let's salute Mook for everything he's doing. Shout out to him, man. Keep doing it. Keep trolling us, man. And I think the Tay-Rock and Mook situation is a big troll for a battle, in my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong. But Joel, what's up? What you think, man?
I don't think he deep down feels that he lost. I think he deep down feels that he won.
Yeah. That's the one part I probably is wrong about. But yeah.
I think he's that confident in his material. And Mook is one of a kind. He's great. What a lot of people can't do what Mook does, even if it's outdated. But the thing is the denial. He's in a full defensive mode right now. He's like denying the polls, calling us nerds, whoever on the poll. You know, it's like it's cool that you think you won because other people agree with you, even if they're not cock riding. You know? But some people prefer that style more, and they, you know,
the cock riding
the consensus tells
He
you.
doesn't like them terms, man. Relax. You better watch. Stop it. Don't do it. All right. He doesn't like those words, man.
The consensus says you lost, so you need to acknowledge that and stop.
Consensus definitely has verb winning. You can't deny that. That's a fact.
Well, all right. So here's my thing. I just dropped today my a conversation I had with Jesse Regan. Salute to him, where he was making a comparison. I'm not gonna explain it now, but he was making a comparison to some of the things Eminem does on his new album and what Mook is doing after this battle.
That's my comparison. He's still my material. I said that, and I did this yesterday with you guys with Visuel. Hello, when did you do this interview?
You might have did it with Visuel. I wasn't there.
When did you do this interview?
I did it. What's today? Saturday. I did it Thursday.
What? The Eminem album just dropped Thursday night.
Thursday night, Friday morning, whatever the fuck it was, we did it. He had just heard the whole album.
Thursday. It had to be Friday, right?
Huh?
It had to be Friday then. Eminem came out Thursday after.
I'm saying the shit was late at night. He was
right after the fucking album. He had the same thought as me. That's cool because he said it first. Go ahead.
Either way, that ain't. Come on, man. You making me lose my train of thought already, man. Don't start your shit.
Jesse Regan.
What the fuck was I saying?
Eminem. Comparison.
He said something
anyway,
about
he was making a comparison, and it ain't one that I'm about to sit down and break it down. You got to go listen to the shit. The reason why I bring that up is I forgot why I brought the shit up. Thank you, Yorkie. I appreciate it.
Tay-Rock and Mook, man.
Either way, I'm going to just get into that because I forgot what the fuck I was going to say.
You compared it to Tay-Rock and Mook like I did.
No, that ain't what the hell he did. Anyway, I just was weirded out by like his mannerisms and stuff, and the fact that he just constantly had to feel the need to. Oh, now I remember what was the point. The whole I explained to Jesse Regan how I didn't like how his defense for who won on the polls was, oh, well, street dudes don't vote on polls. That's a fucking lie, number one. And you sound stupid saying that. And even more so is if street dudes don't, I'm going to tell you what most street dudes don't do. They don't buy pay-per-views. They bootleg your shit. So are you really going to go down the line of what street dudes do and what they don't do? You're like, are we really, is that really going to be the defense out here? What street dudes do? Like, come on, we could go down a fucking list. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention shit that Mook does that street dudes don't do. Like, to me, I feel like he's helping to diminish his performance. I felt like he had a dope-ass performance. I think we got our money's worth. I think we have a conversation that will take place for many years. I think him and Verb executed on every level, from promotion on down. These guys executed, and to me, they slapped the rest of, not the rest, but they slapped a lot of battle rappers in their fucking face when they rapped as long as they did with no hiccups. Almost 2 fights. No, besides that, they were right back on their material, right back on their fucking game, man. So I feel like the more Mook goes along with trying to find these little excuses, I think he's diminishing the value of what he actually did. And I think the narrative is going to soon turn to him being in denial and less about the greatness that he displayed.
He should have let what usually happens is let the fans decide. He kept saying that after the battle, the narrative was going to change, and instead of letting that happen, he just intercepted the whole process and just railroaded it. And now the story is not it was a great battle. The story is look at Mook lose his fucking mind right now, and that's it's turning it upside down. You're turning a good thing into a bad thing.
We don't appreciate his enthusiasm, you know. I don't know. I think he's keeping it in the public eye by keep doing what he's doing. Like maybe it's starting to fade, and then he goes and does this, and he goes and does that. Now we're back talking about it again. It's kind of like
but I think it's I see your point, dear me, and at the beginning I felt that way. But as this shit drags on, I don't. And after watching this interview, I don't know him personally. I got a few opportunities to talk to him that weekend. But the way he was acting on that interview, like his man, everything. I was like, yo, is this dude drunk or is he on something else? Like all that shit. It was just fucking weird to me. And then we go into the whole thing, which I don't really think he was. The whole thing with Tay Rock, like at the end of the day, should he have brought Tay Rock out of all the fucking? She brought up Tay Rock for the record, and then he just ran with it. And for me, it was like, should he have done that? No. He's a smart guy, man. He could have changed that whole. He could have switched it. We've seen him do it on camera. Switch the whole fucking conversation into something different, and he didn't do it. And as we spoke about last night, you guys are fully aware of my stance. Like, I still think Tay Rock went too far offering him to his dick. Like, where I come from, we just don't tolerate that sort of talk. And I don't think that Mook said something that warranted that kind of shit.
J-Rock did say, like I brought up yesterday, that he was tweeting out, oh, this is the trash we paid for during the Mook verb battle. He was taking subliminals at Mook. And it just, I don't think people saw that because he deletes his tweets. And then, Mook talked back, and I don't think Tay-Rock said he only met Mook twice in his life. He's always taking shots at him, always interviews. Mm-hmm. And he does subliminals a lot. So what I compared it to, I don't know what Jesse did. I got to go listen to that now since you said that's not what it was. My comparison is Eminem felt a certain way about Joe Budden's criticism about his last album, so that motivated him to drop what he just dropped. I think it's a fire album what he just dropped. Now, Tay-Rock feels a way.
Don't fucking start.
Tay-Rock feels a way about how Mook said that he lost. So I compared it. It's the same thing. Like he feels the whole, well, they're not supposed to be real. They're just supposed to protect the people they're in a group with no matter what. They're asked about it. They got to lie apparently or not say anything. That's the way he looks at it. All right, whether you agree with that or not, that's how he feels. I feel like my whole point in that is, I feel bad for Tay-Rock's next opponent because if he pulls the Eminem and he gets motivated by that hate, it's going to look bad. It's going to look bad for his next opponent.
I think it just shows the separation between what they want to call dot mob now. I don't see how there's any unity for the dot mob group. Nobody stands behind nobody. Nobody's on stage with anybody else. You don't see them hanging out together. You occasionally will see Tay-Rock and Rex together, but dot mob as a group is non-existent to the public anyway. And then you look at it from, like, I wonder how y'all feel about it. I know Rock is mad at what Mook did, but shouldn't you be able to go on camera and voice your opinion about who won and lost? I think it's just not accepted amongst this generation. Like, we don't do that. Maybe back then he could get away with that, but in this generation you can't. And what some people are saying, he hasn't done that to Rex, but at the same time, that shows the division between what's supposed to be dot mob, but it's not there. There's no unity in it.
He did do it to Rex though, and maybe not in an interview, but he did it in a diss record.
Well, that's true.
People are forgetting that T-Rex and Mook had their little thing with diss records, which I fucking hated and I cringed. I hated that shit.
Why? Why do you hate all that stuff? That was fire.
To me, it's like us three. Like I said, us three as the union. Like we could have our disagreements, so on and so forth. It's not serious. When people see us me and DME go back and forth, that shit ain't no fucking serious. If it was serious, it would not be happening on this camera. I will cut the shit off, and we would have to talk about the shit over the phone or something. I'm not doing that, and I'm not gonna sit here and feel the need to express to somebody how my teammate lost or this, and this.
Right.
I'm gonna talk to you about that shit first. You know what I'm saying? For me, I've been feeling like Cave Gang and Dot Mom have not been the same thing for a few years now. Like, honestly speaking, and when the man sits there and tells you only met Mook twice, and Mook has been at a lot of events where Tay-Rock performed, or vice versa, you mean to fucking tell me that that's how it's going down and y'all tight like that? When all I've heard for the last few years was Cave Gang? When's the last time you heard Rock even say Dot Mob. You hear him say gun titles way more. Even walks around with a jersey on. Don't he be making his own jerseys that say fucking gun titles on it?
And gun titles,
when
right.
you see him do that for Dot Mob? Correct me if I'm wrong. Educate me, because I haven't seen this shit.
How do you guys feel about, I don't get how anyone's in more than one group. What is this multiple group stuff? How is that a thing?
Well, the only thing I can say for that is,
what is that?
Ain't no way I'm in multiple groups. No way. But sometimes you kind of, all right, let me talk about it from a street standpoint. Like, for example, you know, I used to hang out and be doing my thing on one block, but I was real cool with another block. You understand? So it's almost like just by being so cool over the years with people or doing business or whatever the case, like it's almost like you become somewhat of an honorary member, if that makes sense to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
And I get that. But it's like battle rap. It's battle rap groups, and it's like in streets. I understand that. Of course, you're gonna have that and that. But we're talking about battle rap. So how you?
I agree, but because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you like an example. And salute to Cortez, man, cause he just I just was talking with him, man. He say he rock with us, man. So salute to Cortez.
Cortez be watching?
Yeah. Yeah, every time it's on my channel, he's watching.
Oh, okay, all right. A-Ward watches us on my channel. So
he has a bias. Cortez has a bias.
Latino, is that what it is?
I'm joking. I'm joking around, man. Nah, he
watches Puerto Rican, man.
He watches us, man, just like a lot of guys. Listen, I'm surprised by some of the people who has told me that they watched this. But anyway, point is, like, we know he's Murder Ave.
The over 40 battle rap show.
I don't know what he is.
Hold on. You know he's you funny, Visual, but
I don't know what that is.
That's Murder Ave is the crew from his streets that he grew up with.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about for years. But he's been with NYB for how many years?
Yeah, well, that's the battle rap group, right? NYB.
Yeah, but they really not. That started off as a street group. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, them dudes battle rap. But then he's real tight. And if you go back to the grind time days, you would see him with Team Hami.
But was he ever in Team Hami?
Say that again?
You ever part of Team Hami?
I don't remember, but I remember seeing him with Team Hami and stuff like that. I can't really remember. That's something I'll ask him if I ever get a chance to interview him. We talked about it, so who knows? But if I do, I will be asking him about that, asking him to break all that down. The point is, I've seen it be like that with guys. You know what I'm saying? It is kind of weird to a certain degree. I understand it. What I don't understand is, for example, like you had Briz Rothstein, who is Dot Mob Cave Gang, but the dude you always see him with, T-Top, is NWX. Like, I understand that shit. That was really weird to me.
Well, they're both from Carolina, right? So that's the thing. That's their connection. So now you got that. Now you got.
I know what their connection is. I'm talking about, you know, remember, when the both of them joined NWX and Dot Mob Cave Gang, they were all dissing each other. That was all before. That's when that whole K-Shine and Dot Mob shit happened. When they all joined up. So that's why it was weird to me. Like, yo, hold on a second. You know, that's like me and Visual being real cool, but I'm falling out with DME, but he decides to join. Like, that shit don't. I don't understand that. I don't see how that worked out. Like, that was weird for me.
Well, the way Mook explained it one time in an interview is he hasn't really met all the Dot Mob battle rap members.
And there's a lot.
He doesn't know. He says he doesn't know a lot of them. And his explanation is that the original Dot Mob that they even make mixtapes with is not the same as the battle rap version of Dot Mob, which is supposed to be Rex's deal. So I would understand how Rex is in charge of recruits, and Mook is not meeting these people. So that would explain a lot. I guess that kind of runs with what you said about Cortez being in one group and in another group. Maybe the street version of who he hangs with is not exactly the battle rap version of who he hangs with.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Well, your take?
The Native Tongues?
What?
Who's Visual run with? The Native Tongues? Just saying. He's representing them.
Well, you ain't got nothing to say on that, man?
I'm Dolo. I don't know
about
nobody.
Mook not repping Dot Mob.
Mook not. Where you get Mook not repping Dot Mob? We said Tay-Rock.
Being in multiple
Tay-Rock?
Like Tay-Rock.
The Tay-Rock?
Well, being in multiple groups.
He's never really repped it.
Or Dot Mob, right? Well,
he's never really have.
Yeah, he says Cave Dot, and then it'll just be only Cave Gang for forever, and he'll never go back to saying Cave Dot, and then he'll say it again randomly, and then he stops saying it again. Like it's almost like he has to remind himself to say I'm Cave Dot, but he usually says gun titles. Even in if you even read his tweets, his hashtags never say Dot Mob. Never. It's Cave Gang and gun titles. It's
Let's
never.
be real. Tay-Rock's emotional, man. He be emotionally tweeting a lot.
No, but you know what? Now that I think about it, I remember seeing an interview again after the T-Rex and Shine problem. I'm not talking about they battle. I'm talking about like when the whole shit happened. And I remember them asking T-Rex about that. And T-Rex was like, yeah, well, I'm Cave Dot too. He was like, you know, them guys are an extension of me. So whatever their group is, I'm a part of them too. The way that Rex explained it is a better version of what I was trying to explain. Like, it's almost like, you know, these are your peoples, man. And like somehow it's almost like you're affiliated and you're almost like an honorary member when y'all really intertwine like that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure feels like he's never really like been 100%. Because even like with K-Shine, like he had some friction there. There was never really a bond. So it's kind of like he was always like an outsider.
Yeah, and according to K-Shine said he the one who brought him to Dot Mob.
Right.